Hello there, YouTube. It is your boy, B3, back with another kicking, you guessed it, folks, action figure review. Today's review is over a figure that I'm surprised the Hasbro Power Rangers Lightning Collection gave us when they did. It is Mesogog from Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Yes, Mesogog was kind of the big bad. He was the Rita Repulsa, the Lord Zed, the Emperor Grum, the friggin' guy of that season. You know? The Vengix, is that correct? Probably. Yeah, Dino Thunder is probably the season I've watched the most. I really loved it as a kid. Have a huge appreciation for it as an adult as well. And I'm glad they made Mesogog. A lot of people say he's a lame villain. I think as far as a kids' TV show goes, especially one for that time, I think he's pretty good. I think he's pretty fun. And I think they went relatively hard on this figure, too. Now, let's take a gander at this guy. Head sculpt's pretty good. Elsa! You know, you've got paint on the bottom jaw, but not the top. Pretty cool down here. He's got his big red claws. I vividly remember those big red claws. Fully painted on the back. The legs are kind of the legs, but I still think he looks quite good. Quite a good looking guy. Could have a bit more paint, but I think it's alright. So it was like, what, $25 shipped? I pre-ordered him. I usually don't, but I did this time because I love Dino Thunder. Now, articulation-wise, I've already shown you a little, but jaw articulation, above and beyond. Love that. I love jaw articulation on figures. It's one of the main things I want when we have characters like this made into figure form. So thank you, Hasbro, for the jaw articulation. I really do appreciate that. Get a lot of movement on the neck, both above and below, which is pretty cool. You know, we've got a lot of good movement here in the arms as well. Could maybe be a little more. Mine doesn't really want to go in and out like that a lot. You know, those kind of, I don't want to say butterfly joints, whatever that upgrade is from that. Mine are just really stiff, but it's fine. Forward and back, in and out, rotation, elbow bend, wrist swivel, forward and back on the wrists. Pretty basic for the arms. My wrist swivels, they feel a little weak. They feel like they're going to pop or something. I'm a little concerned about that. He's got an ab crunch. And, you know, all the movement here that he should have, so that's fun and good. In and out on the legs. He's got waist, forward, back. There's a little hindrance because of his skirt, but it's fine. Swivel. Double knee bend. Boot swivel. Up and... ooh, my feet are real stiff. But up and down on him. Swivel. Peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Really love Mesogog. He does come with a few accessories. Comes with, you know, the Lightning Collection's namesake are these energy effects and stuff. And he comes with 2 fist hands. I will not be displaying him with them because the claws aren't painted. And that actually genuinely upsets me. His big red claws are such, like, an important part of his design, especially with his big red eyebrows. So that... Also, they're kind of downsized, like they're far smaller. And I mean, I kind of get that, because they're too big. The claws are too big for him to really close his hands. So then why even give us these? I mean, I'm glad they gave us accessories, but the hands are just so ugh. And I mean, this goes on the fist. So that's fine, a little energy blast. But see, his main weapon in the show is he would emit this energy from his forehead and basically just give you migraines, like torture you with his mental powers. And they give you an effect for that, which I actually, honest to God, did not expect them to do. And it stays on him decently well. You just gotta line it up correctly, which is a little difficult to do at first because he doesn't come with instructions. I don't think he super needs them. And they usually just show a picture on the box, but the box didn't have a picture of him with this on his head. But yeah, he comes with his fucking energy blast. That was his main attack in the show. And they gave it to us. And I wasn't super sure that they would. They kind of did more with this Mesogog. Like, I just didn't expect them to even make him. I really didn't. But they did. Look at him. They actually gave us Mesogog. I keep saying Mesogog, it's Mesogog. Whatever, I hope I don't misspell it in the title. Note to self when editing MESO and GOG. He said as if he even really edits. But yeah, that's really cool. So his articulation's neat. He's got cool accessories except those disappointing hands. Now let's get into size comparisons. I want to compare him with another Lightning Collection figure. Here's Cyber Villain Blaze. This is shown with another kind of humanoid-y villain, who's also kind of a ranger. So that's how he'll look. He should scale perfectly with your other Lightning Collection figures. But then there's also the old Bandais, like their Super Mega Force line. So here he is with Quantum Ranger. Just too big for that old Bandai line. Sorry, Quantum. Alright, now we're going to move into some Super Sentai. Here's the last guy I reviewed. It is the Sentai Hero Series Super Zenkaiser. I actually think they work together because this big bulky armor would make him a little taller, so... I actually think the Sentai Hero Series doesn't always work with the Lightning Collection, but I think this guy does. So definitely check out his review. Then, how about an Ultraman? Here he is with the movie Monster Series Season 2 Anime Ultraman, who I think works. His head feels a little small, but... actually, no, it doesn't, because that big Mesogog head would be over a human-sized head, so... And, you know, the Ultraman anime and manga have a bit more form-fitting helmets, so... that works for me. Very good. But, how about the Ultra Hero Series? Here's the Ultra Hero Series number 66, Ultraman Titus. Alright. Way too small. Even if Mesogog grew to giant height, that would still not be great. So, yeah. Scales well with all that Power Ranger stuff. Now, neither of those Ultramen have been reviewed yet, that's why they still have their tags on them. Let's show them with an Ultra Monster. How about the Ultra Monster Series EX Archbogal? So, or Archbogal, whatever you want to call her. So if he grew to giant size, he would work with her, I think. That's pretty cool. That's pretty great. I really love that. And lastly, I want to show him with a Kamen Rider. So here he is with the Rider Hero Series Dragonic Knight. Kamen Rider Saber. Saber feels a little big. Saber feels a little big, and this is how the Sentai Hero Series will normally scan with him. Because actually, now since I'm saying that, let's just show him with another Sentai Hero Series figure. This one, and Kamen Rider Saber I haven't reviewed, but it's Super 2 Kaiser. See how he's taller by a good bit. That's what it's normally like, but yeah. So that's not my favorite. But yeah, none of that stuff I just showed you has been reviewed except for Cyber Villain Blaze, Quantum Ranger, and the Sentai Hero Series Super Zenkaiser. But the rest of these will be reviewed very soon. That's why they're over here for the size comparisons, because I'm just going to go into reviewing them. So all in all with Mesogog, my final thoughts are that he's pretty cool. They didn't have to give him jaw articulation, but they did. They could have just used some reused Lightning Collection effect, but they gave him a specific one that they probably aren't going to really get to use for other characters. You know how Hasbro loves to reuse parts. And yeah, they reuse the legs, but I mean, what would have been the point in sculpting new legs, right? He's got his fucking Bucky Cat boots, he's fine. You know? He's fine. Maybe a little more paint could have been done, but all in all, I think Mesogog came out quite well. Quite well. My biggest gripe is that the interchangeable hands suck. Why would you display him with anything other than his cool big red claws? But that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye for now.